And the Celtics looking dapper getting off the bus earlier. You've got to look your best coming into an opponent's building. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, D.A., thank you. You know, as the regular season, Greg, winds down, you can feel things start to change around the league, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, some teams are getting totally in the zone for the playoffs, while other squads are using this time to plan for next year and try to figure out what went wrong.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the point. And for the Wizards, Morris and Beal are the guards. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Porzingis, and it's Gafford in at the center position. And here is Morris. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Pass to Williams. Outside, Tatum takes the three. Rebound, Washington. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
First team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Kristaps Porzingis.
One shot.
At the line for one.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Up top, Kuzma, guarded by Tatum. Kuzma passes to Beal. Fires at the elbow. Horford with the rebound. And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
And here is Beal after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. The shot by Beal, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Brown kicks to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Brown. Brown jams it in.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. For Washington, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Offered a screen on Smart. Morris with the ball. Williams picks him up. He lobs it up. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And here we can check out the story for Denny Avdia. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Horford with the screen on Beal. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Well, this is where having a tighter handle helps Jaylen Brown, and pick and roll play just gets to his spot and scores it. Well, the Washington Wizards trying to get their organization on track. I think bringing in Wes Unseld to lead that coaching staff is critical. Maintaining your tie to Bradley Beal is equally important. But boy, guys, it has been a while since they've had real success. Their last finals trip, 1979.
Now here's Tatum, following the miss by Porzingis. Brown. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
Beal from long range. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. And Doris, what do you think the Wizards need to make a deeper run at the playoffs?
Well, ambition is certainly a good place to start, but you have got to understand this is a process. And I think the change in management, the change in head coaching position, and the acquisition of someone like Kyle Kuzma, who's a multi-positional wing player that's important. Still a lot of questions for this organization.
Now Beal, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Beal with it, and it's Horford picking him up. He gets that one.
Well, this is the sweet spot of Bradley Beal's game. That in-between, that mid-range jumper is money.
Beal against Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Bradley Beal picks one up.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Avdia's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Kisper comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Beal. And it's DeLon Wright in for Morris.
Boy, guys, what extraordinary growth from Jaylen Brown over the course of his young career. Tighter handle, consistency from deep. This guy is serious about his craft, and it's paying dividends.
And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. Really left alone that time. Brown's got 8 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
There's 1:40 left in the first. Right, the pass to Avdia. Kispert setting the pick for Avdia. Porzingis finds none. Now Avdia, he's guarded by Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Brogdon. A 20-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Now, here's Kispert. After Malcolm Brogdon's miss. Passes it to Porzingis. He kicks it to Kispert. Porzingis with a screen on White. It's stolen by Muscala. Left side, Brown. And they get it back. White looking around. Avdia with the rebound. Washington's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. There's the pass to Wright. There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Inside, it's stolen by Muscala. It's Brown with the drive.
Well, we all know that DeLon Wright has instincts as a scorer, but remember, this guy takes pride in his defense.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Wizards out front, leading by just 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Boston trailing. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Then it's Rob Williams. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Pritchard in at the point.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch. Guys, you think about the Boston Celtics, and obviously the offense is driven by the two J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So much of what Boston does starts with their wing play.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
That free throw, no good. And doors with Tatum and Brown, if they aren't scoring, they're creating for others.
Yeah, both Jason and Jaylen took major steps as playmakers, understanding the value of their teammates as release points, as guys who can take some pressure off in terms of the scoring load. And listen, neither guy is finished improving.
And you hear the term point forward, but then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Quarter number 2, we're about a minute in. Here's Tatum, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
The first one falls.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum, an incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
That one misses.
And over the last couple of seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
Now here's Kuzma. Pass to Avdia. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from Morris. Rebounded by Smart. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. He signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
Now Kuzma, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Beal with a screen for Morris. A 3. Drills the three-pointer. Morris has got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Outside Tatum. Feeds to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gafford kicks to Beal. Gafford is screen on Smart. Here's Beal. Off the left rim and out.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. And it's off from three-point range. Washington's gone 1 or 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Beal. Wizards keeping it alive in a fresh 14-second shot clock.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Tatum's shot is off. Washington's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Avdia can't hit. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Kicks to Tatum. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. So for the Wizards, Porzingis is checked in for Daniel Gafford. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Beal, and it's DeLon Wright in for Monte Morris. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Lets it go from 11. That one a little long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And Doris, this Celtics team, very young. How are they doing it?
In consecutive drafts, they drafted 2 talented and elite two-way players. That's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And so, yes, both guys are young, as is the entire core. But the fact is they've matured together, they've had deep playoff runs, and they remain dangerous.
Here's Porzingis following the bucket by the Celtics. 1:39 left to play here in the half. And he's able to get it back. Celtics leading by 4. Brown kicks to Brogdon. Dishes to White. Pass to Muscala. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Avdia. Unable to get that one. And the Celtics going the other way now. Right side, White. Passes it to Brown. Over none. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
That will help your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
And it's Wright with the ball for Washington. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Now here's White following the miss by Porzingis. Tipped away. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Brown outside. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Wizards. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. The pass to Porzingis to stop the drought. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Celtics lead by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early, and feel good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Washington Wizards.
These guys have the worst shot selection in shot selection history. You don't shoot in the low 30s by chance. Absolutely no discipline. Anything they see, they're just going for it.
Kind of sounds like you at the buffet, big fella, right? Give me some of this, give me some of that, give me some of this, give me some of that.
As long as you're paying, Ernie.
Moving on, let's get you up to date on the games that have already concluded. The Hawks picked up the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. They're now 2-2 in their last 4 outings.
That was a thriller. Always great when it comes down to the wire like that.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Morris and Beal are the guards. Porzingis is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Gafford in at the 5. And that's the group starting the second half for Wes Unseld Jr.
And even when the stats aren't there, Horford still just finds a way to have an impact on the game.
Al is such a high IQ player, right, GA? He always puts himself in the right position. He's an exceptional defender. He's cross-positionally able on the defensive end. He can space the floor as a three-point shooter. You can put him at the 4 or 5 spots. So valuable.
Free throw good, Horford.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
So Horford gets 2. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Morris, no good. Celtics leading by 8. Here's Brown. He's got 10. A floater. Morris with the rebound. Washington has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, it seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. Clock is at 3, and finished off by Williams.
What I really love about this kid, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
Here's Morris, following the basket by Robert Williams. Morris passes to Gafford. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gafford's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Smart against Morris. Outside Tatum. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Kispert's checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
What's up?
'22, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history. And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit is their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
And Morris drops them both.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, and the Celtics getting some veteran help, Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 14. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a case where the reach of Jason Tatum comes into play. Understanding, let me go hit the offensive glass, and you get rewarded for it.
Here's Morris. Tries again. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Jaylen Brown.
And the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
That free throw good for Morris. And Washington making a change here. Avdia's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in. And Morris drops them both. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Pritchard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Tatum. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. Wizards trail by 9. Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Beal. And stolen by Tatum. Beal against Smart. Tatum on the wing. Back to Smart. Shot clock at 6. Here's Horford. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Wizards have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Doors, when it comes to Avdia, a guy that does a number of things very well.
He does, Kevin. I think when you think of Avdia, what you think is 3-tool player. Score, rebound, pass it. For Denny, to me, it's all about being more consistent. It is clear this guy has a ton of talent and potential. Now can you do it?
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Morris passes to Porzingis. To the paint, deflects the pass, and stolen by Horford. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Beal dishes to Morris. To the inside. A second chance effort. Porzingis banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. That they had a lot more attempts in that first half.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
TC family, you're with UNC.
So for the Wizards, Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Bradley Beal, and it's Wright in for Monte Morris. And a new group in for the Celtics. Muscala, he's checked in for Horford. Williams comes in for Tatum. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's White in for Pritchard. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Brogdon against Nunn. Here's Williams, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, with every repetition, turns that passing from excellent to elite.
Now, Wright. No points in the game yet for him. Porzingis with a screen on White. Wright, the pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Boston. Floats one up. Washington with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wright looking around. Down low. It's deflected. Stolen by Brogdon. Passes to Hauser. From past the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll return shortly. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Wizards trail by 11. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Again on the wing, he's joined by Brown. The 2 Williams are the 4 and the 5. And it's White in at the 1 spot. Kuzma, that's good.
He's got a lean frame, but Kyle Kuzma proving he's unafraid of a little bit of contact inside.
Brown outside. To the middle. And the slam by Williams.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Washington has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. The pass to Kuzma. Back to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Boy, smart decision from Kuzma right there. Skilled getting the basketball to his teammate.
Now here's Brown. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Wright finds Gafford. Here's Kuzma. Gafford sets the pick for Kuzma. Back to Gafford. 5 on the clock. Nunn passes to Gafford. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The dish to Brown. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. 1 on Kispert.
You have to have the ability to force the defense to commit one way or the other. Jaylen Brown's aggressiveness does just that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brown.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
So for the Wizards, Bradley Beal comes in for Kendrick Nunn. And Monte Morris subbed in for DeLon Wright. And then for Boston, Al Horford is checked in for Williams. Jason Tatum comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Smart subbed in for Derek White. And Brown drops them both. Here's Morris. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
Timeout. And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Washington calls timeout.
DC family, you're with UNC.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
During that break, Coach Wes Unseld Jr. had some advice for the team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. So it's Washington now. It's a 13-point game. To the inside, Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
Well, this is the aspect of Tatum's game that is most improving, the ability to manipulate defenses and find an open teammate.
Outside, Beal. Morris with the screen for Beal. Shoots over Brown. Beal with the bucket.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Here's Tatum. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Beal. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Left side, Horford. There's Brown with the 3. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Here's Williams, and he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Kuzma with the screen for Beal. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Zinkus, he's checked in for Washington.
Now, into the lineup for your Wizards, Kristaps Porzingis.
Beal against Brown. For the screen on Smart. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Smart. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Horford the pass to Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Smart's got his first points of the night. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
Morris against Smart. Morris, no good. Celtics leading by 17. Outside Tatum. Here he goes. Got a piece of it.
I'll tell you what, Kyle Kuzma has committed to being a better defender, and he sends that shot back.
Wizards have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Morris inside, guarded by Smart. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Celtics.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
Take a break. And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times,
and won every one.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
In recent years, Doris, we've really seen the Players Association stepping up and address player needs and, at the same time, global social issues.
Kevin, it's been absolutely inspiring to see the players use the tools they have at their advantage and their disposal. They want to create needed change, represent themselves, their communities, their organizations. Leadership at its absolute finest.
Right, the pass to Gafford. And here's Nunn. Back to Gafford. Up top right, over Williams. He hits it from 9.
Okay, DeLon Wright dancing with the basketball, getting that defender to hesitate just a moment, and boom, he's gone.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Here's Williams. Nice D from Porzingis.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Kispert, the pass to Wright. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Nunn. Rebounded by the Celtics. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Brown with it. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Jalen. On a real roll right now. How much pride do you take in the win streak?
Let's just keep it going. Just keep playing basketball, keep having fun, keep smiling, and it's fun when you win.
That alternative's not very good, so you want to keep winning. Thanks again, man. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.